champion, raring to slay. Oh, master, master, master! You have come home to your royal dwelling. But why did you exert yourself so getting here? I was waiting to open the door. Lady Orin told me not to let you in. But I'd never listen to the pretender to your fetid throne. The temple is all tidied and ready for your worshipful act of mortal combat. The eye sockets of our graven god's icon are all polished up, ready to glow menacingly as you bludgeon your sister to death. I've restacked every pile of skulls and mounted more skeletons on the walls for a cozy touch. I would have told you so, but didn't dream of interrupting when you were enjoying yourself so. Bashing the Hollyphant's wormy trunk was a particularly refined deed. We are unfortunate bunkmates, as she refuses to leave your estate. Every day she kills me as I'm trying to beautify the temple for your return. Up to thrice some days. Being killed by you is so much more pleasurable, master. Before you go in, one last matter, my fetching felon. I see you are dressed in my raiment. It is an honor that brings a wincy tear to Sceleritas's eye. You should take it off, though. It would be improper to meet Lord Baal in the garb of a lowly servant. Oh, very good. Every effort should be expended to make a good impression. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
Despite everything.
Begin with a death blow. A properly cut throat does not kill right away. It bleeds the victim.
Like a prize piglet, trussed up for the slaughter. Yes?
So you too passed Sarevok's tribunal. Make sure your standards do not slip. We have a reputation to maintain.
I hear you have returned to do battle with Lady Orin. To tear each other's flesh from bone in his name. Reverence.
Shh, shh. Your savior approaches. Scuttling in without the tyrant's rock. You are a mangled bloodbrain, thinking father could be refused. Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation. Do you remember now, Bloodkin?
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull. Your brain juices, sticky and sweet. A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sack to feed it. The favorite of Baal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
This is the truth you had forgotten. You were the favorite, the chosen. Orin was your subordinate. You led the cultists of Baal and orchestrated the absolute plot. It was your genius, your cruelty, your design. At your moment of greatest triumph, when all the pieces were in place, she betrayed you, infected you, and took your place.
Husk, maggot, a Baal spawn, sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing. My grandfather ruled this city. A slaughterhouse ripened for my blades. And you stole it! Enough! 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 The runt must be cold. Come close, my death's heads, but keep your blades unblooded. Baal demands a jewel. He wants to taste my domination. An altar flowing with his own unwilling flesh. Draining, dying. Drip, drip, drip.
The changeling stands no chance, fiendish one. Eviscerate her.
The Murder Lord's blessing will be mine. Once I peel the skin from your carcass.
Baal demands
Pretender! I'll watch you die! Lord Baal will not be denied!
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
Gift from your god, your father, an offering of his affection for you, a confirmation that he owns you.
My slayer, you will grow stronger, crueler, the prime incarnation of murder.
For the first time in over a century, silence falls over the Baal temple. No chants, no screams, no prayers. In the end, your own death brought you more joy than any you wrought on this land. You are slipping into peaceful oblivion. But your journey is not over.
Thou hast defied Baal, thy liege and father, and in doing so hast earned a place among champions and heroes. But alas, thy courage was in opposition to the divine cosmology that bound thee to the Lord of Murder. Thou art now faithless, godless, and doomed to wander the fugue plane for eternity. I will not permit that, though all the powers of life and death dictate that it should be so. I, too, still hold some power, and I invest a portion of it in thee, who hath challenged the gods and now liveth to tell of it. Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight. For one who can look upon Baal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure. The sole way to atone for thine actions is to do better in a new dawn. That dawn has come. Baal tried to extinguish thee, but his wrath is imprecise. He only succeeded in killing the part of thee he knew. The urge that drove thee to terrible acts, the spark of brutality that made thee his. But there is a new part of you that hath grown during thy travels. That part Baal could not extinguish, and so, instead of destroying thee, he hath made thee anew. The heart of a savior hath overshadowed the mind of a murderer. Thou hast vanquished thine urge. I know all, but to state truths is to interfere, for the minds of mortals are easily swayed. My place, for the most part, is to observe. This intervention, the reclamation of thy soul, is beyond mine ordinary remit, but thou art extraordinary, and so are these times. Today thou art born anew.
You're the author of your own tale now. Well done.
Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none.
After all, you have not been turned good. You can conduct atrocities whenever you please, and get a peaceful night's sleep.
You are born anew, cured of all distraction. Good. Orin's Netherstone is in our grasp. And now we must look ahead to the other, Gortash. Find him and take his Netherstone.
What path lies before me?
Her screams. So loud. Should have cut them off. Squeezed harder. Still, she is silent now. Ah, that pretty skin of Orin's all melted to nothing. Unflayed. Untreated. What a waste.
At this point, nobody can control Rain, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
A friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I don't know if I should say. It's very exclusive. Oh, go on then, I'll tell you. It's an underground party at a place called the Palace. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes.
The individual descriptions could refer to many things, but taken together, she can only be referring to something vampiric in nature.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he? But then, why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked. You think something's happened to him? You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
This is the Palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen. Of course. Whatever the Master desires. Enter freely, and of your own will. All I remember is wanting to serve him. Just being desperate to serve him. Gods, I need to
Be
go.
welcome, citizen. Be safe. Tonight is a sacred night. We are all blessed to be here.
I want to have a word.
The Master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
The woman's eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the Master. Everything's got to be perfect.
What is this?
For an ambush.
Why are you here? Spawns and servants have been summoned below. Squeak, you rat! Wait. You are neither spawn nor servant. An intrusive mortal, then. You made a mistake, little thief.
Come on, can't stay idle. inscription on the ring. I don't recognize the language, though.
I must be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Master might see me. Master might approve.
So weak. There's necrotic magic at work here. I've seen this language before. Inscribed on the Tsar's signet ring, I think.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Victoria. Orphan. Lady who brought me here carried it. Hid it from monster. Tall. Long hair. Terrible eyes. She held me. But me. Blood everywhere. Deliria.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozikuran script from the dictionary you found. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out. But most important, no witnesses.